Legend is a kind of a rock fantasy come to life, where a roadie for a heavy metal band is injured in a stage accident and activates the ancient fire beast Ormageddon, who pulls him back in space and time to a barbaric world where humanity's been enslaved by demons. And he has to use his roadie skills to put together a tour bus and an army and take him on a tour of destruction across the land to liberate humanity from the demons. There is an altar of evil that walks in the very beginning of the game that a battle nun arrives on. Once Eddie defeats the battle nun, he has to try to get this altar of evil moving, which you can't do any other way except to say an evil prayer. And Jack Black does a really hilarious evil prayer when he's on it, and he makes it move down the awesome corpse pile right in the beginning of the game. We wanted to have a corpse pile in the first few seconds of the game.
I am but a visitor in your strange world, which some would call hellish, but I have to admit, it's kind of badass.
What was cut in Brutal Legend? I mean, we had a lot. I would say the game was, it's really big as it is, but it was even bigger when we first designed it. And there were a lot of elements of the story, even whole characters that we had to remove just to finish the game in the 4 years it took to make it. So I would someday hopefully like to revisit those characters and actually tell the rest of the story.
Sorry. Did you know those dudes?
There's all kinds of things. There's a few choice boss battles, but there's mostly a lot of action with the main character Eddie, who has an axe and he has a guitar, and the guitar has special powers. It can light fire under people and bring down lightning, and also change the weather and create vehicles. And so you have your guitar, you have your car that you build, this hot rod called the Deuce that you can upgrade with weapons. And so there are all these different things the player can do, including interacting with the army that he builds to do special attacks that he can only do with the army, called double team attacks. So the player has all this choice of what they want to do on the battlefield.
Oh, come on! Fucking sick of you guys!
Once you build your army, you get to take it head-to-head with a friend against their army. So you'll have a rock stage, and you'll be building kind of like band members, but they're guys with axes and warriors, and they'll come stage diving off the stage and run into the field of battle, clashing in the middle, and you're right in there with your axe and your guitar fighting alongside, but also controlling where they go on the map and taking over pieces of it, and eventually overwhelming your opponent's stage and burning it to the ground. I mean, there's about 30,000 lines of dialogue in the game, because every character on the battlefield is talking the whole time, telling you if you're winning or losing or what they're doing, you know. And Eddie himself has almost 3,000 lines of dialogue. And you'll hear a lot of it if you play, especially if you play multiplayer. You know, it'll be different every time you play, because we want to have a lot of variety for the characters. So after you play the campaign all the way through, there's many missions to play. There's side missions, there's open world stuff to explore. Then you can play, also play multiplayer, and yeah, hopefully people play it enough to hear it all.
Okay, I got a plan. Burn him? No. Run him over with the bus? No. Poison catnip?
I think we're going to announce the whole song list next week or so, and there's going to be some stuff that I think everybody knows on it, but also some stuff that only, I think, real metal fans will recognize. So I think there's something in there for everybody. Brutal Legend is coming out October 13th. That's this October, for the Xbox 360 and the PS3. Oh, I hate click on. Stop it. Cosplaying moron.